What do you have on your mind when you're thinking about an award in a sports tournament? Gold medal, a trophy, I don't know, money, car, and how about weed? I go by the name Mobs and this is Green Deed, and in today's episode I will tell you about the High Rollerz, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament for Mariška lovers. Let's go. Hey yo, for today I go by the name Mobs. I'm a Polish rapper and The Plant activist, where it's unfortunately illegal, so that's why I'm making this channel in English to make new friends abroad. I'm doing Morse code, save me. No worries, we got the medical, so it's not so bad. Sport and The Plant. Although it was always a good couple, in the last years it became quite famous. These days many athletes admit that they do enjoy consuming Mariška. We've got a newspeak here, we don't want to tease the YouTube algorithm, so you know what is Mariška or The Plant. Did you know that a multi-Olympic medalist Michael Phelps is a heavy Back in 2009 he was suspended for 3 months because he was getting high. But alcohol? Easy, let's have a drink, let's have 2, let's have 100, let's get wasted. Super funny. Up world. At that time Michael Phelps could not participate in any sports competitions. But there is a cup, a competition in the world where all those players should not be afraid of such suspension. They even are more welcome if they are heavy Mariška users. Why? Let me explain it to you. The answer is High Rollerz. It's an increasingly popular Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competition. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a super popular ground fighting sport that has a lot of enthusiasts all over the world. Even the chief redactor and copywriter of my Polish web portal.pl is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter and a patient. If you don't know what it is, let's say it's the basis of MMA. Basically every fighter of the UFC, the most popular MMA league organization in the world, has more or less some success or at least knows some basics in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Basically Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is everything that they do in the MMA on the ground. Although a lot of fighters are using Mariška in their organizations, nowadays it's even possible to be a patient in many most popular organizations. It wasn't that way always. So let's make a fighting tournament for Mariška lovers. That was the idea of the owners of High Rollerz, and that's how High Rollerz started. So basically competitors that are taking part in High Rollerz tournament are free to smoke Mariška without any restrictions. So I think we all know how it smells in the hall where the event is happening. The fighters are able to smoke before the fight, after the fight, and even during the fight, between rounds. Real talk! As I mentioned, many of the fighters are using Mariška even during the preparations, in the gym, in the trainings, but it is still an amazing experience to be able to use it on a real big legal tournament. And of course, the main prize to be won in the tournament organized by High Rollerz is beautiful, juicy Mariška flowers, straight from the sunny California. High Rollerz, it's not a tournament where only, unknown amateurs compete. Many big names appeared in their organization. Diego Sanchez, Jack Shields, Jessica Ai, Nick Diaz, and from the green and rap world as well, like Wiz Khalifa. You may ask yourself, is it only, a coincidence or a marketing thing or like a new innovation to use The Plant in the sports? No. And no. I'm quite sure that you are familiar with the name Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is a great supporter and even a lover of Mariška, and as well it's the world famous podcaster and black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. In the interview in Smokebox with Be Real, Joe Rogan talked about how well The Plant affects his body, the whole training process, and he even admitted that many competitors and himself as well gain like a completely different better flow when they are high. I'm not a sports specialist, but the whole flow and the feeling is quite important in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I know quite a few really good and top Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA fighters here in Poland. Many of them are telling me that nothing helps them when it goes to recovery like or the medical. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing this channel. If you still didn't do this, I'm like, come on, really? It's so much to ask for? God! And don't forget to hit the comment section down below. Let me know, would you like to go to this high rollers tournament? What kind of players would you see there? And mostly of all, are you doing any sports while being high? Does it help, or actually does it the opposite? I'm quite curious what you think about it. Have a nice day and see you next week. Essa!